flag there for them. We will be going any second into the lobby now. I'll just get spectating on one of the guys, and we will be away. And get the stream shared. Had it very, very good first semi-final. Some really, really good racing. A few incidents here and there, but as they say, rubbing is racing.
I'll put my stream up on my phone and we'll get everything else set up. You can see the names in the lobby. We've got Be More Codes, Easy Amnesia, Mad Trevor, Scarman, Dream, Winston Wolf, Nugget, Exafy, Maggio, Magic, Eddie, Paul, Juicy, Rizza, 7Z, Robert, Grace, James, Doolala, Romain, Bagado, Ashin, My Blunt, Viking Pro, and Mad Warrior. They are our racers.
I'm trying to look at Starstrider Fox in fucking Google. Hold on.
Just searching for me on Google.
Why is it not automatically coming up for me?
I'm not that big yet, Captain.
I've never searched Starstrider in Google before, that's why. Oh, shit.
This shared in the streets.
Yep. That's Winston to launch the list.
So they are going to be starting up a little early, maybe. So, Oriel, ladies and gentlemen, if you need to pop to the toilet, get it in.
We'll be launching into the race lobby. We can hold for a few minutes in there, but if we've got everyone here, I don't see why not. Johnny
As long as
Star
everybody's
Rider.
racing.
Johnny
Don't
Star
want
Riders
anybody
POV.
missing the first race.
Good luck everyone from Nugget. Good luck to yourself, Nugget, competing in this semi-final. As you see, we are getting taken into the race lobby. Touch wood. We have no
All about to hot up.
disconnections or technical errors.
Hey, it's just warming up. But how you going, Zephyr? Just double check the broadcast settings again.
Yep. Can't.
Right, yeah.
I can hear you on mine.
Should be good, yep. About to go watch some speed runs. Enjoy yourself, Zephyr. Catch you later.
Are up to 18 players now as we do wait for the last couple of guys to get in. They do officially have 6 more minutes, but if guys are ready to go, then...
Hello, Viper lad. Let's go, boys. And hello, Aaron. Hope you're doing well. Starting to warm up into the action again. Do have a 2v2 not too long after the Hotring semi-final with Marine, Jack and Razza versus Luke, or I Lucas, and the Heredia God. So that should be live for 11 PM. I believe there'll be French commentary for that as well, but we will have to give Barbax a chance to finish his 2v2 also.
Everyone in the lobby. I think we can wait 5 minutes officially, but we can go also, I mean...
Yeah, I think that means none of them are on the toilet right now, so...
No.
But... up to the races. Did blast through it earlier on. We started like 16 minutes late and ended up well ahead of schedule.
Yeah. Rather than sitting here, I think we will get going. Everyone has taken the invite.
Downtown up first.
Yeah.
Captain, I'm going to move it along, just sending a little message to Winston.
We have a nice vulgar name on the stream. I will not repeat the name.
No, but I don't believe there is super chat yet. Neither of us are at the 1,000 subs required for that. But as you can see, you can chat. So for now, that is the super chat.
We'll be getting underway any second now. Here we go. Don't forget, guys, give the video a like and subscribe to the channel. We're getting content out every week: racing, Sunday fun days, playlists, crew battles, championships across all forms of racing. I may even be dabbling into Gran Turismo 7 with the 482 Elite Gaming League.
Yes.
And with a big announcement to come within the next week or so regarding the Hotring.
Right, starting me with a dream.
On board with Jonas from Red Bull NASCAR race team.
I didn't.
Just a slight delay, but we are away there.
A little bit. Looked like it just took a little longer for the countdown to fully kick in.
Yeah. Let's just get the hood back on. There we go. On board with Juicy or Jonas.
Dream, just trying to get into the slipstream behind Mad Warrior and a bag of dough.
Get it, guys.
So nicely staying relatively nice and central.
Just get the stream shared into the Discord as well.
Been good clean side, just a couple of people just hanging back a bit further so they don't get mixed up in any early incidents. First couple of corners appear to have straightened out smoothly, people just pulling away from each other there. Winston holds his own line on Scammer nicely.
I'm going to get on board with Robert Grace James. Look across.
Very popular member of the community.
Yeah, running the Secret 41. That's my car, James. Son of a bitch. Will it do him any favours today? Who knows? James, a reserve from last week, getting the call. Oh, it's a big incident on the inside there. James just avoids that. That was a big wipeout.
Julala comes out of it after a bit of a bash against the wall. Captain seems to have a better view of that than myself there. James was in prime vision to catch that.
It all happened so quick that there. We're trying to see. Oh, wow, that was a weird one. Who's that on the inside? I think it was Exifri. Is that him? No, it was Sevens that he did wait up though and stop up the road.
Yeah.
As we look down.
Exifri nicely holds the curbs on the inside. Didn't push Romain off them, but he just had the pace before Romain got the chance to pull back across them.
Sevens that is at the back of the pack did wait for that incident there, so correct thing done.
Yeah.
Just move off James onto Romain, just at the side
back
of James
on
there.
To Dream and Rither just behind on the outside.
Because if he just get a bit too much drive, did hold it well. Just look back from Romain.
Yeah, just got a little close to a bag of dough, but he, as Captain says, held that nicely in the end.
Are you watching us on the stream, Fox? I think I can hear myself.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
It might be echoing. 1 second, I'll just pull my head.
Hello. I think so, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my headset sometimes does feedback on itself.
Not long to go till the new one.
No, Monday!
Oh, yeah.
And the got a mix
Oh,
amp and everything.
James!
Wow, he's a flipping. There are racers further back to maybe help him slipstream back up. I think I heard a bit of a honk of a horn.
I don't know if he was trying to do a barrel roll.
Nugget just got in the back of a bag of dough as they came past the tyre wall. He looked like he was feathering his throttle to help a bag of dough back up to pace.
Just move away from Remain now.
So just very much sticking to this right side of the track as he comes around the hill. Never felt safe myself on the outside there, just in case there's an incident on the inside. You've not really got anywhere to go if they come into you. But again, on this lap, not needing to take it risky to get on the curbs and that sort of stuff. You see Eddie Paul taking the curbs to get himself up to the front.
Just have to remind everyone watching, if you're thinking, who is this Eddie Paul? It is Kai Ed, or Key Ed.
Yeah.
On the second account, had a little misfortune this week.
Yeah. Oh, Juicy just pulling out of XP a little bit late, but it's handled nicely.
I'm so glad. Is it My Juicy
My
Ass?
Juicy Ass isn't here, yeah.
Yeah.
And he's not pulling out late on that, yeah.
Oh my god. Move away from Trevor, back over to Jonas. No, we've got on board with Riz.
Oh, XP and Eddie getting a bit rubby. Handled nicely. XP just gently past the tyre wall, slipstreaming from Rizza, pulling up into the mix. How far does this chain go back? I want to step back gently just so I don't get the long black screen.
About 100 metres back.
Yeah, I just didn't want to do one big jump and get a black screen, so I'm stepping back a couple of races at a time.
Yeah.
No, I think Dream Bagado seems to be in good position. He's got Mad Trevor just on his outside, Be More Code, Winston ahead.
What button are you pressing to switch people?
I actually use the HUD and I use the players and I go down and scroll through the list on the left side.
L2 and R2, it seems to be the closest one above and the closest one below of the person you're on.
It does do sometimes until it glitches out, and then it sometimes just smags out and goes back, so I've just stopped using that in the bigger lobbies.
Okay, noted.
Yeah, it's just Rockstar bugs, so you have to do it a bit more manually.
Yeah, fuck. Take a look at a lap time. 104.6 from Amnesia.
Yeah. And we're looking at like 107s, 105s, 110 from Remain. Just allowing the catch-up to do the work to keep him in the mix at the moment.
James back in the action now after that little incident he had.
A bag of dough.
Look across the pack, it's all getting...
He holds his line,
now.
forces Viking just to back out of the power.
Oh, somebody's got taken out there. Black car's been rear-ended, I think. No, I don't know what happened there, I couldn't see it.
Relax you all, everyone in here.
Big incidents there. Dreamer got hit, 360'd, landed the car.
Wow, yeah. 3-4 cars got wrapped up in that. Magic getting squeezed against the wall a little bit, but he squeezes through. XP really nice and clean, just sticking to his line on the curbs, nice and gentle.
Finish there by a lot of cars.
But yeah, in general, Kimberley, everybody at this point should be getting towards the very good to great drivers sort of thing, certainly for this sort of category. It will, in general, stay a bit clean, but you always see, like, there are bits of lag, there are mistakes as well still from good drivers. You know, it happens. You have to hold your hands up. And when you're trying to race as close as you are, you're always going to get a couple of instants catching the best of it there on both of them.
Who was that? Nugget got launched away by Mad.
Takes the win. Winston Wolf, Mad Warrior, Rizza and Maggio. Magic are the top five. Ashimoblant, Tulala, Bagado, Robert Grace, James did just miss that last one. It was Juicy in that 10th place. Quick scroll through the points. just to make sure I get myself in the thought process of doing it more than anything. Yeah, that was close, and I think overall, from what I saw, it was a nice and clean. Made us proud getting this far, Ecstasy lad.
Moving on to quick speedway. Ashing my blunts crew too quick.
Viper is shouting out his boy, Big Ecstasy. Yes, sir. Yeah. That's what it's all about. Timer is being allowed to tick down in this. You can see Winston a little bit more of a chilled host than Tony earlier. Or Tonku rushing through it a touch, not letting the other racers have a chance to have a little relax. He felt nice and comfortable going in back to back races.
Yeah. Mad Trevor there saying, sorry Nugget, I don't know what happened, you just jumped ahead of me, sorry. Yeah, we saw that incident, Trevor, there. It just looked like his car just launched over to the right.
Yeah. Maybe he got like pinched between two cars or something. Like I've seen some weird shit
like
in this game, I would not be surprised.
It looked like it was lagged.
Or against the wall. Yeah.
His car was probably there, then it wasn't, and then he got tapped and he flew off to the right hand side.
Yeah.
Gonna start on board with B-More.
Oh, Viper is backing up that deal. $10. It's not even euros or pounds, so it's a little bit cheaper for you, Viper lad. Right now, if I get first again from it in my chat, you keep it going, lad. From official, big explosions it did. Hang a car back. Seemed to drag a car back into that mix with him. And Winnie did do a good job with second place.
Stick on board with B-More.
He's a good lad, Winston. Did have a little bit of accidental beef in the early part of this tournament with Winston. Really didn't mean to cause anything, but it did help get pointed out that he was maybe looking at a bit of an overpriced PS4 as well to help with the situation.
Yeah.
I didn't pay much more for my PlayStation 5, so I wasn't wrong to point that out, and I really am happy that people are supporting their friends. Like I said in my group, I'd be more than happy to do the same for them and people I do know better in the game.
Yeah. Oh, just a little landing there. Just comes off okay, B-More. Just jumped on the side of Warrior.
Okay. Nice, clean up the inside.
Go up the hill for the first time.
Back again, they're all nice and tight here. Dreamer just behind the main pack. We've got a couple of people just a bit further back as well. And again, we can step back a little bit further. There is Mad Trevor, who we were just with. Jews, he seemed to have got just a little bit of a better landing boost. Nugget in the chat, no worries, buddy. Oh, actually just getting a bit sideways.
I think it was Talala getting out of shape as well.
And then, yeah, maybe taking, or having a bit of overcorrection, taking XV with them maybe.
Down the hill.
Plenty of the race left. Little dab of the brakes from Scarman just to make sure he keeps contact with the track, as Mad Trevor was scraping along that black wall, got a little bit lucky not to brick off it. Gonna hide the hood, have a little spin of the camera. No one really that close. Scarman backs out the power as he gets alongside B-More.
Let's move off B-More now onto Eddie Paul 81.
Dreamer and Mad Warrior just on the left.
Just a little tap back of just correcting it. Remain just on the brakes just to allow a bag of dough to correct the car. No harm done.
Dream at 7Z. Eddie Paul, a bag of dough. They're nice and tight. They're all trying to keep a little bit of space around themselves. Eddie Paul feathering heavily.
Yeah, he saw Jonas just ahead who hit the wall. Didn't do too much damage. Viking staying out of trouble on the wide line.
Scarman stayed out of it as well nicely behind Eddie. Just easing its way through. You can hear the engine revs dipping as well just as he picks his way around the corner nicely, not wanting to get up the back of anyone.
Moving on to Maggio Magic just behind the leading runners here.
Scarman is a bit further back. We've got Nugget X, Lala and Ashin My Blunt. They should hopefully be working together. We've got XV a little bit closer up behind, separated from the pack, hoping to just close up with catch-up. I can see just about everything ahead. There's a bit of a slide from the red car into the corner initially, but he holds it. That is Romain. Bit of a tap from Mad Warrior, just to say hold yourself, lad, and then he gets himself some space.
Looking on board with James.
Scarman again, feathers heavily. There is 7 cars wide at the front. Scarman pulls heavily to the left on his own, on that left side, just giving himself free air.
Remain just slowing down, little incident over on the right side. Come round to take it on to lap 3.
Going into the slipstream, yeah. Oh, Scarman just pulling to the left again this time. Almost into the prop. Looking across to the right, we can see XV just in the lead. Robert just turned in just a touch too late, but again he was just on his own line. Maybe Scarman turned in a little earlier than he could have done, caused no incident there. He was clearly out the power and turning away from him.
On towards 7Z.
Just getting used to that slipstream again. Bag of dough in the slipstream of XFE and 7Z. Holds his line next to Winston Wolf, nice and tidy. Who have I got just behind Scarman? It might be worth popping to Mad Trev. He's out on the outside, so we can have a little look across the whole field. He's got someone just up behind him as well. That is Amnesia or Dreamer. Dreamer, I believe, just behind. So we're going to go with Dreamer. Amnesia on that right side, be on the inside of the track for the corner. Taps, but everybody holds it nicely in the end. It looked like Nugget ended up getting a bit of a heavier tap and ended up on the left side of the pack.
Come round 2, nearly complete lap 3. 1 to go after this. Robert Grace just leading ahead with 7Z. If he just up the inside of 7Z takes the lead as we come down the hill for the 3rd time. Get a little look back.
Everybody just being a little bit more careful. And seeing this lobby, everybody is just being that little touch more careful. Nobody really being overly forceful with the lines. B-More gets a little bit unlucky to land on it. It was either a bag of dough or XV. I'm not quite sure of the two. It was in that general location. Could go back and look just to double check.
Here we go, over the first jump for the last time. Bag of dough with a nice clean jump just over the leading pack.
Didn't quite see it, but maybe it was XV just outside a bag of dough.
Probably just up the inside.
Best lap is 202.768 with Ashin My Blunt. And he is repping the 2 quick tags, so track maybe he made himself or...
It's made for him by D-Dane, yeah. D-Dane, one of the creators of many tracks in the Champs. Just getting a little bit tappy now as the guys just start to bunch up a little bit more now.
Mad Warrior just pulling out to the left to get his own space away from Nugget's slipstream there as he pulls around nicely. Dream easy through, you can hear the feathering of the throttle happening, just letting the res dip, making sure he doesn't go into a bag of dough.
Oh, a bag of dough and Skywin going to cross past him, come away just nicely. Yep, little pap from one of another. Pat, pat, pip, pip.
Hooray.
Yeah. Over the big jump. Here we go. You want to come out of this one clean so you can get a nice run coming down the hill on the other side.
Oh,
there.
Mad Warrior getting some nice slipstream boost in the air, triggering after the jump.
Oh,
Gets
there's a little
big
bit of a
air
crash
time.
there. Oh, but he's pushed him. Talala did get straightened up by...
Everybody again
Mad Trevor.
seems straight in the end. Talala getting aggressive with slipstream behind. Just saw them picking their way back through.
Just wanted to get through this last little section cleanly.
Little pushing over. Dreamer just off the inside wall, or the outside wall there. Mad Warrior helping him straighten up into the slipstream, pulls out wide. The wall, he handles the bump nicely. Bit of airtime, Viking feathers at the throttle, just trying to get in the slipstream behind some people. Avoids a big coming together. Ecstasy gets away with it. Juicy does not. Juicy, Ecstasy got landed on a little bit, had his front wheels lifted up. Viking, I believe they're coming across the line in first.
Stayed with the bag of dough.
Just managed to fly over the top of that, coming together. Juicy came out of the worst. Ashing my blunt with a nice charge on that final lap from last place up to 9th. And it is Viking Pro, Maggio Magic, Dreamer, Eddie, Paul and Romain with the top 5. But yeah, VIP, your $10 is safe for now, lad. He did get a little bit caught up in that coming together, more in the fact that it maybe stopped him getting full power down on landing and in slipstream and stuff as quickly as he would have liked. But he came away cleanly, and I don't believe it was his fault. He was just ahead of the main coming together.
Last lap with Ashin, 202.768 win for Viking, Maggio second, Dreamer, Eddie Paul, Romain, Robert Grace, Exifi, Scarman, Ashin
Back
and Warrior
with
top 10.
From
See where we are after 2 races. Exifi, Maggio, Viking, Warrior, Dreamer, Winston, Rizza, Ashin, Robert Grace and Romain rounding out the top 10. Be more rounding out from the bottom with Mad Trevor and 7Z. Still all to play for, 2 races in, anything.
Only 1 point between Eddie and Romain, so really nothing in it. Yeah, only 5 points and less than 25 between.
Exactly, between 14th and 1st, so...
And 14th and last 20 years. The other way. Kakuna! I love you too! Jason Paulding and Kimberless liberating with Viking or for Viking. Yeah, he is a popular boy in the Hotring community. Not quite sure what's happened here. I seem to be a little bit stuck somewhere.
I also am.
Yeah, hopefully it's going to load in a minute. We did get the points and everything. I think it's just struggling to load the race. Apparently I can still quit. I don't want to quit.
Yeah, the hood's on. So
Yeah.
this happened to me and James last week. We may not see one race.
Okay, so is this what happened? It kept you here for one race and then it fixed it?
Yeah.
Okay, so we are maybe just going to have to sit here and sort this up, because let's see if anybody else is streaming. Who else in this lobby has a YouTube channel? Oh, launching session. Oh, okay. We got away with it. We just...
Thank God for that.
The non-contact race? Yeah, it's Hot Wheels.
Yeah.
Oh, nice, we've made it through the little bit of GTA trauma nicely. Viper saying, yeah, I would maybe rather watch the grass grow anyway, you know. It's who wants to watch exciting close racing contact action?
Yeah. Yeah.
When GTA is going to provide you with some stellar grass growing.
Here we go. We'll move away from Jonas, as he will not be very happy from the last race, and we're going to sit on board with... Who have we not seen yet?
I'm going to go with Tulala early on, because then I might not have to say his name so much later, or hers.
Robert
no
Grace
gender assigning.
Fat Wheels. We're going to start on board with... I'm not sure who, but we'll We'll go with it.
I think Amnesia's a decent shout to be somewhere near the front to go on at some point with Exify. Yeah.
I've just switched away. Here we go.
A couple of others, but I want to see how it pans out. I know Talala will be somewhere in the mix. Aggressive on the curbs. And does hold a second place. A lot smoother, maybe a little bit of short shifting from Rizza. Then that extra boost over the crest of the hill from Tulala, and then just giving a little wobble on that little side bit of the curb again. Trying to manage the boost as well as they can. Heavy on the brakes. We've got Viking Pro and Rizza just beginning to get to the front of the pack. Mad Warrior just behind. There's a lot of races really tight in the mix. Amnesia just going back through the pack again. Eddie Paul, got Winston Wolf, Nugget, Maggio Magic, Mad Warrior, Rizza though, the one to have separated away from the pack just a little. Viking, good drive out the corner again. Lala making me feel a little bit seasick with how aggressive they are on the curves. It's a good job this is non-contact, lad.
Yeah, it needs to slow down that aggression on the curves. It's slowing him down. He needs to be a smoother, slower across them. That aggressive nature isn't doing him
like
any
there is something to rubbing on both sides of the curve at the same time. Viper was doing some testing with it, but that aggressive, like you say, is too aggressive and will be slowing the car down as much as anything.
Yeah.
So you'll be negating like half the boost at least you're getting, sort of thing.
Oh, a couple of guys there off at the same time.
Yeah, just coming off the tube. Rizza, Viking Pro, Maggio and Tulala are the top four now. Winston, Wolf, Eddie, Bull, Mad Warrior, Exify, Scarman and Dreamer just coming back up through. We'll go on to Exify as he carries a really nice pace up the hill. Hey, fluky fella. Little bit smoother on the curve, and you can see just extending away a little bit from Tulala. Tulala, it does do something with the boost when he gets it right, that's for sure. He's not losing as much pace as he should
Warrior! Big run down the hill.
Nice, yeah. XV matching it a little bit, little bash off the ball as he comes into the banked hairpin as well as he can. Nicely on the brakes. Comes through, bit of a slide. I think that was Eddie Bull, maybe. I've got my colour right. Best lap 103.114, trying to apply some pressure on Rizza from Viking and close that gap back up. He's contending with Maggio. Magic himself, his engine rev right in his ear, just disrupting his feathering points a little maybe. Both of them pushing each other hard. XV back up into fourth.
Viking just off the wall a little bit. He's lost a bit of speed.
2.959 from Exify, pushing really hard to close the gap back up on the guys ahead. Yeah, it's just pulled himself a little way ahead of Mad Warrior.
Just on board with Scarman. He's
closing the gap with his nice control through the corner though.
Yeah, we've got the... Oh, Talala's just...
Nah, just as many as come in naturally, Fluky. I'm not one for, like, just give it a like yourself, and that's it, lad. But 69 would be very nice. I can't do that pop noise very well, but I tried for the meme.
We're going to stick just behind Winston Wolf, who's just behind
But no,
Warrior.
I do appreciate Exify. Oh, Fluky lad, Exify. Nice charge back up.
Dreamer off the wall. Dreamer there.
102.729 from Amnesia. I knew Amnesia would be a half decent person to get on and spectate. We will do. Let these top five settle in a little bit. XT back holding fourth as he was. Mad Warrior not too far behind. Amnesia really looking to crank the pace as well and close up a couple of extra positions if possible. Nice aggression on the curb, nice and smooth on the breaking points.
Oh, there's a 6-car
Just
battle here.
a little bit of a slide.
3 and 3. Oh no, 3 and 4, 5.
Yeah, there's another 4 just behind Amnesia.
You've got Winston, Warrior, Scarman, 7Z, Talala.
Yeah, I've got Amnesia. I'm watching it from Amnesia, and then there's Ashley Moblin, Romain, Nugget, and Dreamer somewhere in the mix around that.
Yeah. Scarman just takes a really nice turn there, gains the positions.
Amnesia as well, up to 9th. Doesn't bring down the time, but really gaining. Takes the position over Talala, hits the brake at the top of the hill to get the drive down the hill, brake boosting over the crest and closing up on Mad Warrior as well. Nice stuff, Amnesia. Really clean
Scarman.
lines.
He's got to hold it. He does hold it. Holy shit.
He straightens up off the wall, takes a little wall ride, but it's another couple of positions.
It's better than not finishing. Oh,
Amnesia just clicks the inside, and there goes the few positions she didn't just pick up. Ashing my blunt as well. We will let Amnesia just settle back into it. Apologies if the commentary gets a little excitable for people. We will get used to it over a couple of events for sure.
Oh, Scarman just gonna hold off here.
Amnesia is cranking the pace back up. Just misses the tyre
wall.
Scarman's
heart would have been in their mouth then. Great save.
Last little section might as well have just stayed where we were. There's Eddie across the line. Put the back of dough. Coasting, letting the time tick a little.
Crazy Skyman off the wall there. A win for Rizza from RCRH.
Is it taking the win? Maggio saying he didn't do too bad for 3 laps practice. Not at all, Maggio lad, but you've got that little bit. Some of the guys that were practicing with some of my boys, XFE, Viper and Official, myself, because we don't know the car either. So we had to put in a little bit of extra work to try and catch up with some of you boys.
We see Maggio just taking the lead, 1 point from Xifi, Viking third, Rizza, Mad Warrior, Winston, National Blunt, Dreamer, Talala and Scarman rounding out the top 10. James remained just a point behind at the 10th place. Amnesia, Eddie Paula, Bagado, 7Z, Nugget. And rounding out the bottom we have Beemore, Mad Trevor and Jonas. Nothing changed with the bottom 3 yet, but still all to play for. 7 races to go. One good result is 30 points and you're back up there. And we all know that everyone in this lobby is capable of beating each other on any given day. Maybe not on non-contact, but on the contact, absolutely.
Come on, Winston, Viking and Baggers. I'm guessing that's a Bagado, and it chased and pulled in with come on, a Bagado. Supporting their boys.
From the Kush crew. Moving on to double helix.
Did see instant. Did see Zerlak end up rage quitting from the competition. He had likely made a bet with somebody in a party chat before that if he got taken out by someone,
yeah, he would be leaving. So he honoured his side of the agreement.
He felt he had to. He felt he had to. He backed himself into a corner. It happened,
pretty much like
and then it happened. I think he's always been in a corner, or feels like he's in a corner. The war on Ukraine, hopefully, it's the only thing that will stop nuclear war is if he quits himself.
Yeah, someone in his inner circle just needs to shoot him in the head. Yeah, they'll lose their own life, but for the greater of the good, someone just needs to pop him off from the inside.
Just
You watch me lose
deal
my
with it
connection now.
in-house.
You watch my PlayStation now. I'm telling you. We are away.
Oh, it has decided to skip us off. I think that was a bagger that we were on. We've gone on to Nugget. You've got this one, Cush, from Kimberley. Robert charging up.
Yep.
It's risky, but it's good. It's good to get the clean air for the first corner as well. Viking as well. Certainly with having a driver, you know, behind you, you can handle the speed.
Oh, just trying to cut the corner there a little
now
bit.
trying to pick the pace up and keep pace with these front two.
We are on board with Robert Grace James.
They do appear to have just started to pull away a little bit on the left side. Ashin, my blunt, was just behind Robert, or James as we do know him. There is no catch up here. Ashin, my blunt, seems to have made up a bit of time in that final section. Viking just trying to get a little sniff of some sort of slipstream, but now just relying on some clean air for the corner. Yep. Oh, and Eddie Paul following, little tap of the horn. Eddie holds the slide nicely in the end. Little tiny brush on Nugget's ass, but it's all clean in the end. We are just going to step back a touch. I'm going to have to bring up the hood.
Just holding his line. Oh, just runs along the rumble strip. Eddie Paul gets his chance up the inside. James has to give way.
We're going to go Eddie.
Opens the door there now for 7Z as well.
7Z.
And Dreamer. James just on the inside, holding that inside line.
Holds his inside. Pulls out a little bit, gets to the midline. Nice and clean though. Half the track available for Dreamer.
Oh, James got caught. 7Z.
Yeah, really unfortunate. He just seems to bump off 7Z and then off a bag of dough. Yeah. Oh, and another spinny slide that will maybe allow James to get some slipstream and work together. There is no catch up here. Maggio, little tap on Eddie, just forcing his line a little bit, but it's clean in the end. Hey Joseph, how you going, fella?
Just on board with Talala, the guys.
Just pulls out from underneath the stadium prop.
We've got one here with Talala, but they've got a little
fallen back. We aren't going to go forward.
Oh, Talala's off. Talala's gone off. All by himself.
Oh, no. Joseph just got off cam. It's nice.
Riding on board with Winston.
Trying to get in the slipstream of Mad Warrior, who's trying to get in slipstream himself, and he's pulled away from Nugget and not allowed him any. It's just going to have to rely on some clean cornering to try and close the gap up on Scarman and Mad Trevor ahead. See the guys coming up the centre of the track. There's a little bit of crossover potential coming on certain places, certainly as they come out of the final section and through the final corner. A Mad Warrior cutting across the track, a little bit risky. But when it's a little bit less busy on one side.
Winston just looking for that bit of slip, just gets after a couple of cars over to the left on his own.
This lobby is a closed private lobby, Joseph, but there are a couple of people in the chat like Kimberly or Jason that might be in a Hotring lobby or something, so it might be worth, or they will be after this anyway, because they're watching their friends do this. But a couple of the people in the chat are the Hotring racers you're looking to race with, so just keep chatting. Kimberly, Jason, help this Joseph get into some Hotring.
Oh, Skyman just up inside of Nugget. Nugget just going to have to give that position. I thought Nugget had it there. We will be coming around, I think, taking
51.6.
Let's get ourselves back up towards the front.
0.651 from Dreamer.
On to Viking Pro.
Nugget has fallen down the order a bit, so yeah, I'm going to do the same. We'll go with like a Magic myself. He's just a little further back from yourself.
Dreamer just up the inside of Viking.
7Z, just up the inside. Maggio just picking his way through past 7Z. Not past 7Z. I don't know who's in the yellow car. It's 7Z just ahead.
Viking going to go up the inside of Dreamer, but Viking's going to go a little wide. Dreamer's going to try and cut back down up the inside, but Viking's going to have the little run. No, we've got one more lap to
held
go.
his line nice and clean.
Ashin,
my blunt would have had it again on that right side of the track.
Dreamer and Viking now looking to work together to catch up to Ashin. They are.
No, Joseph, it's just a closed competition, so we're up to the semi-final. We've done the preliminary, or the knockout, first knockout round, then the quarters. This is the semis today. Finals will be next Saturday. But as you can see, there's Kimberly just shouting out. She is just a bit glued to the screen at the moment, but afterwards can definitely start
Viking
hooking you
going
up.
across. Oh!
Getting a little bit lucky on the crossover there. That looked really close.
Is he going to hold this position from Ashin, who's going to have a different run? It looks like he is. Ashin's going to come up the inside. Viking's going to run it a little bit wider. It's going to be a run to the line.
It's Dreamer.
Yeah.
Dreamer pinches it on the left side instead with me.
Viking tried to cut down a little bit on Ashin, and Ashin spun Viking, but there was nowhere to go, so it was just a racing incident at the end.
Did I not pin the... No. If you click on the pinned comment as well, Joseph, just the one at the very top, it should pop up in a second for you. I've just gone back and pinned it. Head over to Captain's channel. There you go, that pinned message. And just click on that, and Captain can help look after you and get you involved in future tournaments
Captain,
and stuff as well.
It was the wolf.
Yeah, it's okay, James, don't worry about it. Don't worry, James, we're doing the streaming, so we can't really talk to you at the minute.
Okay, I'm
Yeah, you go back to the party, James, concentrate on your racing.
Yeah, good luck, man.
no party open.
There's no party open. No other parties, James, no?
Nope.
Where is everybody?
Don't know.
Kakuna, look after James. Where are you?
Gone. Okay. It's a win for Dreamer, Viking second, Ashin third, Maggio 4, 7Z remain, Winston, Amnesia, Warrior and Scarman.
Yeah, Kenzo, look after James.
Oh, the points went fast there. I didn't get time to scroll there,
they
bro.
did. No, I did not either. It just went off completely.
Yeah, went really fast. We still do have 20, so hopefully we can get a look at the points next time around.
Yeah. We have just had somebody... Oh, no, they're still joining in. Jonas. And yeah, Joseph, just add Kimberly Ever After. It is the same name in game, but on PSN. And she will help you get in. Should have just over an hour, around an hour's worth of racing left. So you'll be looking at about 20 to 10 UK time. Start meeting some more of these hot ringers. They are a good crowd. Seem really nice and friendly. They've welcomed me in nicely.
Went very fast, that screen, really. Like
it really did. Yeah, it does do sometimes. It might have been because Jonas was having a little bit of lag issue there, but he managed to stay in the lobby in the end with the way he connected after.
Yeah.
It did flick up for like a quarter of a second. I could pull it up on one of our streams.
Yeah,
just
down to 17. I just rewatched it there. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
We will. Moving on now to Purple Smurf.
Top 5 from that last race. They was Dreamer, Viking Pro, Ashin, My Blunt, Maggio, Magic, and 7Z. And in the playlist, it's Maggio Magic now with a 14-point lead over X. Oh, no,
little
tied.
tap out there on the back.
Tied with Biking for first and second. XV, Dreamer, Rizza, Ashley Moblin, Mad Warrior, Winston, Romaine and Scarman making out the top 10. Amnesia just 4 points back and 2 points further back to Lala. So not a lot in it at all. There we go, quick run through of the very quick flashed up points.
Yeah. Who was that? Jonas has got some lag. He's caught Mad Warrior and I don't think he knows it.
Yeah, it's with the way he connected, with the delayed connection usually suggests it's their side connection. Oh, somebody getting spun out. XV looks like he was trying to feather up initially, or getting caught up in somebody else's accident potentially. Didn't quite catch what happened up ahead. I am going to have to start moving ahead. Amnesia spinning on the bumps, maybe getting caught by a car. So like I say, I'm going to move forward. It is going to give us a little bit of loading screen as we're moving forward a little way. We are with Scarman, just so we can keep an eye on these instants a little bit better. We've got Eddie Paul and stuff just behind. XV on that right side as well. Juicy, just see, he looks nice and smooth again now, so hopefully it stays clear for him in general. Oh, big bump on Mad Warrior's car, but he holds it nicely. Hello, Lucas fella. Looking forward to the 2v2 in not too long a time. Barbacks is hoping to commentate as well. His 2v2 starts at 9:30, so he should be finished by 10:30 and will be good to go from then onwards, sort of thing. I think give him like 5 or 10 minutes to settle down, give me like a full hour to chill.
Oh, a little tap there. Alright, Bagadoo gets it.
Nice and clean. Scarman picked his position really nice. Little honk of the horn for XP to let him know he was coming up over the top. Please move! I don't want to die!
Oh, here we go. We're on the bend down through the tubes.
Juicy sticking on the purple, nice and clean, holding his outside line. And lovely, thank you very much. Barbacks will appreciate that massively.
Oh, Viking just having to dab the brakes, not running to like a 7 set.
Garman just choosing to avoid the boost so he doesn't get potentially flung into the back of anybody with slipstream activating afterwards.
Oh, Bagadoo's gone a little bit too wide!
Oh, and there is Robert Grace James. That was who we saw spinning out a little bit earlier, and he's back up into the pack, so no harm done now. He's charging on through. Oh, Scarman, he's chosen the wrong time to hit the brakes. Bad choice there on where to wait up, Scarman. Really nice to see you waiting, though. But hitting the brakes at the top of a ramp before a big jump. Poor boy.
Oh, God, who got it?
So he did wait. I'll have a look in a second. They must be last. Because he had to respawn as well, bless him. It's Scarman and Winston. So Winston Wolf getting a little bit unlucky, getting tapped by Scarman. Scarman trying to do the right thing at the wrong time and waiting for him. Brakes heavily at the top of a big hill, going into a jump. Maggio holds that bump nicely. Yeah, oh no, coming in from Kimberley, it was a really unfortunate instance, certainly for Winston. He was a bit of an innocent bystander in it. And then Scarman was trying to do the right thing and wait, just at the wrong time. Do it after the jump would be my advice. XV just nice and clean, not wobbling back and forth on the curb, but holds the curb. Come on, Winston from Kimberley, saying it's not all over yet.
On with Mad Trevor, memorable race last week with James.
I want to just move back a little way, but again, I'm just going to pick my way through the crowd just so we don't get a big loading screen. Got 3 more further back. We'll go with a bag of dough. We've not spent too much time on him. He's in what looks to be a brushed gold.
Trevor just staying wide out the way.
Riding the bump. It's Winnie, sir. Okay, I apologise. Just I feel a little bit cringe saying it myself, but go on, Winnie! There we go. I'm in.
Trevor just riding behind the guys here. James just riding nicely. Riz just behind. My bun up a front there with James.
A bag of dough just gets driven up the back of a little bit. The green car of Mad Warrior doing a bit of damage to them both. A bag of dough doing the right thing, getting back on the power nicely. Viper enjoying my big shout of Winnie.
Trevor just again staying out of trouble as you see the guys moving on. I think we're coming around to take the last lap now.
A bag of dough, mate, you could do to get in that slipstream, just feather a little bit and then get in it. Help yourself and remain back onto the pack.
Yeah, 1 lap to go.
Well, there's plenty of time for these 3 to get back in it. We've got Winston Wolf as well. There, my shout for Winnie did its job. It's all the favouritism I can show, I'm afraid, Kimberly, though. I'll have to go back into unbiasedness.
We're going to stay with Trevor, leading back from about 10 wide up front. All getting nip and tuck. Here we come on the first important jump.
Now that made me cringe a lot more.
Winnie's back into the equation.
My juicy ass hurts though.
Yeah, oh my god. My juicy ass and your stepdad.
That is the funniest. It was when I said it like 7 times in a row and accidentally got one of my PC community members hidden on my channel for a second. I had to mod them.
Warrior just on the left now. Oh, Trevor going to hold it yet nicely, just behind James.
Back out nicely in it.
Going wide. Coming down to the business end of the race
down
here.
15, he's going to be in the mix.
Over.
Just behind.
James, close!
Oh, Juicy holds it as well. Oh, Bagado gets driven through the back of by Tulala a little bit over the bumps and gets spun out. Winston Wolf here as well. Oh, bit of a brush with a Bagado. 2 friends coming together, but they hold their own lines.
Across the pack. Yeah, they've got it.
Lala did just come through the back a little bit there. The bumps won't have helped. Such, like I say, I'm just saying it as I call it here. He's my boy XV on the inside as well. Getting that slipstream of Bagado and pull each other forward. Again, I can't, no, stop brushing each other's asses. It's dangerous. That's how my juicy ass gets hurt.
Dreamer's going to have gone a little bit earlier. If someone's on the back of Dreamer's slipstream, they're going to swallow him up here.
These guys aren't quite going to catch up. It's not worth me taking the black screen.
No. Win there for Viking.
Viking taking another win. He has picked up a couple of positions. But Bagado's going to feel quite hard done by there. Where did Tulala end up finishing? Because I believe it was Tulala that just came straight through the back of him. It was on a bump, so well, I'm not saying it is Tulala's fault that he spun out and stuff, but just could understand why a Bagado would maybe be
get the point screen this time.
Disappointed with how it goes.
It's going to be
it is.
Yeah. We might just get something.
We've got the positions this time. It's good. Viking, Dreamer, Nugget, Eddie, Mad Trevor, top 5. Lala, Magic, Rizza, Juicy and Robert Grace James completing out top 10. Be more code completing out the list in 20th. Viking Baby from Kimberley able to accept a little bit of the negative for a good result for another Winston Wolf. Did well to get himself back up to 8th. or it's up into 8th in the playlist, so doing alright. But it's Viking, Maggio, Dreamer, XV, RZA, Ashin My Blunt, Mad Warrior, Winston, Eddie, Paul and Romain completing out the top 10. And again, Eddie Paul is that Edie Kai. Did have an unfortunate late reset. Or no, it's a temporary ban, isn't it, Captain? 3-day ban, just misses, or a week ban, misses this week. Suspension for Eddie. A loco, and we've got. Can I say any of them? King Ink is the one I'll go with, or Vibe Ink. Hope you're doing well. Oh, the captain's to the side, and he just popped off to get himself a quick drink. We are onto the Hornet's Nest. It is the second of our non-contacts, created by Mr. M. Burger 89.
Here we go. Looking at lap times around 1:22:23, maybe even faster.
Pop another beer, Winnie. Advise him to pop another beer after the event. He needs to keep nice and straight on the sticks. Maybe a sip or two. Maybe if he smokes, maybe a quick drag, but nothing too much, you know. Little snifter of the alcohol, little whifter of the weed. That's about it. Just to settle them nerves. He is again just allowing himself the time to tip down. A little bit more of a relaxed host again, just pointing out it's interesting. I like just watching the differences between players in general, so it's nice to see that like that slight more aggressive style from Tony is there in the hosting as well.
Keeping the rhythm going.
Oh, it has the world record for this track. No pressure. Oh.
Who does?
LA Prestige, Exafy apparently.
For this track?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, pressure's on then.
What if he gets a first place in this one, Viper? Is the tenner back on the table? That's now the question. Or does he have to beat his record? Oh, he beat it by 1 millisecond. That's still a record. Right, let's get ourselves. I've not spent a lot of time on where's. It's all mixed up again right now, but Grace Shane, that was who I was going to go with and did make it on.
We're going to ride on board with Talala for the first lap also.
But yeah, hello Prestige lad, nice to see you popping by as always. Oh, is that mad Trev just coming off the tube at the top of the hill and getting a little bit of airtime and wonky sideways action. Is down in, oh no, it may be Maggio Magic actually. Mad Warrior doing alright. Mad Trev in the mix as well.
Oh,
maybe that's just my leaderboard messing up. No, it was Maggio Magic coming off the tube at the top of the hill. Yeah, I do try, and I'm always keeping myself doing well. If you see me streaming, it means I'm doing good. Robert just nicely picking his way round the corner. Exafy going for the wall ride, maybe.
Yeah. Not the time, not the place to be doing that.
No, it's going to cost him some big points. Maybe he just lost a bit of concentration, not actually meaning to go for it in this situation, but couldn't get himself off them hot lapping lines he'd been doing to get the world record. He does come a little bit from the stunting side. He's been watching Viper for a while.
Yeah.
And then he's in my side of the community as well, so he's a boy who likes his risks.
Talala heavy on the brakes. We're just going to try and move.
Just going to move forward a little bit. We are going to go to Talala just further up the field, I hope, here.
Riz
Unless my
battling with
leaderboard's
Viking.
mixed
Little
up.
gap. We're going to go just back and we're going to go on to Mad Warrior.
Mad Warrior just ahead to Lala, just letting the back right wheel drift over the edge of the track. Gets lucky there wasn't more of an incident there. Heavy on the brakes, these chrome wheels maybe a little bit slidier under heavy braking and turning is one of the things I've seen on my spreadsheet to keep an eye out for.
On board with Mad Warrior, just getting the run now on Nugget
See,
up the hill.
Tiny bit of lag, displaying again the aggression on the curves from Tulala.
Nice run from Mad Warrior, getting the line there on the two guys. Not getting too close to the wall, it can snag you. I've seen that in practice this week. Up the hill we go for the third time. Warrior just behind Remain. Scarman just getting the line, but Warrior will get the power down.
Rizza and Viking just leading the way. Have a look at them times. 122.623 to 123.382. So Viking will just be easing away heavy off the wall there from Pilala, just getting the angle wrong through the hairpin.
Oh, Warrior was a little brick, no, it was lag.
Yeah, it looked like Dreamer just came off the tube a little bit heavily as well on the inside. We are going to go forward to Mad Warrior as well. I might just step back to Dreamer and Scarman just behind, just so it's slightly different perspective for the streams if you're watching both.
Yeah.
See Viking and Rizza up ahead. Looks like Rizza is holding pace at least, if not closing up slightly through this lap.
Warrior just getting the run, but I mean, he's going to
Oh, heavy off the wall by Scarman, does cost time. Here comes Dreamer past Mad.
Oh, Riz off the wall. Is that Riz or Viking?
Rizza, I believe it was. Viking still up in the lead, and Rizza has just fallen behind. Viking just trying to take it a little bit too finely. That may be where them two boys are finding that little bit of extra pace, or a little bit of it anyway, on this track.
Remain dropping down now. Amnesia and Dreamer both past Remain.
No, they're not chromes. They're one of the... Yep, they are.
Warrior now fighting with Remain. Amnesia and
Like
Dreamer
this.
instead for the little lead. Oh fuck, sorry.
I was just going to say, yeah, this car gets a little bit of if you get your braking points bang on and then go over the curbs, you don't actually need to brake boost everything to get a bit of a brake boost effect. It seems to get like the short shift effect a little bit easier. I think that's what we're seeing Dreamer get a bit off, as we hear him feathering his throttle a little bit more carefully than some. He'll be triggering some short shift effect boost. And that'll be what we're seeing some of the tyre marks for. On the back of these cars you can't see the lights. Amnesia doing really nice. The car just getting a grip round the corner. Jason, where are you? Winnie and Bag need their cheerleaders. Exactly.
Coming around for the last lap now.
Winnie is holding 10th place at the moment. Bagado a little bit further back in 16th. 122.140 from Amnesia. Closing the gap up on Viking if she can, but just easing away from Dreamer, just giving herself the the confidence with breathing space to hold herself nice and steady. We are going to step back a couple of positions.
Warrior,
yeah, I just saw this. I think I've gone back a little bit too far.
Warrior back with the run on Riz.
We can see that whole mix ahead.
Scarman came out of nowhere this lap.
Heavy on the brakes. Remain a little couple of taps of the horn as he's coming through the corners, maybe to control a little bit broken. I don't believe he'll be tapping the horn this regularly through the corners normally.
Warrior's going to feel a little bit aggrieved here to have lost his position after doing so much work. Scarman pulled a nice little lead on Rizza and
just
Dreamer.
picks up
Warrior
another
with
one.
the position on Dreamer. Is he going to get the run? Viking takes the
Dreamer's
win.
been pulled
Dreamer's
back
coming back
into
though
it.
for. He's going to take the position back on Warrior.
So it's Viking, Amnesia, Scarman, Rizza and Dreamer are the top 5. Behave, Jason. Get a room if you need to. That sounds like innuendo to me.
Which end? Huh?
I don't know. I don't need to know which end, Captain.
Eddie Paul coming round now to take the line.
Go on through.
Win for Viking second, Amnesia with the fastest lap, Scarman, Rizza, Dreamer, Warrior remain, Talala, Nugget and Exifi from pros. Rounding out the top 10. If we take a look down now across the leaderboard.
Thank
Viking,
you.
Dreamer,
I was
Maggio,
about to unhide them. Lovely
Warrior,
mods
Winston,
doing their job.
Amnesia,
Thank you,
Asher
Reaper.
remain. Long way back.
No, I was
before
slightly
three more already.
joking. But no, it is an 18 plus game, so there's not a lot. Yeah, we should be good, I reckon. They'll be done by 10:30. I don't think they're taking much more than an hour and a half, these 2v2s. Exactly, Kimberly. It is an 18 plus game, and even the